What's up, Taekwondoistas? This is my 11th video in my Taekwondo journey, and in this video series we talk about how to use Taekwondo in your daily life to improve your daily life. And I know in a previous video I talked about how I was called to use Taekwondo at this moment in my life for healing. And so in this video I'm going to talk about how I use Taekwondo for healing. And lately I've been noticing a lot of discombobulations in the world. There are a lot of people that are hurt and angry. And anger, really, if you dig deep into it, is just hurt. There are a lot of people that are angry and they take out their anger on others. And it's very, very common occurrence. Like, for instance, if your boss yells at you at work, and you come home from work and you yell at your kids, or you yell at your spouse, or you yell at a friend, then they yell at someone else close to them. Maybe the kids yell at their dog, and then the dog gets all angry. It's just a cycle of yelling, cycle of anger, but it really is a cycle of hurt. And so many people use their emotions, what we call negative emotions, but later I'll talk more about that. But a lot of people use their negative emotions and they use it in a very disempowering way. So that is to say, they take their hurt inside and they use that to hurt others. And I see it a lot, especially when, from my experience in couples counseling, I see that a lot when one partner goes home or complains about another partner to others, instead of taking out their resentments in a more positive way. So other people are seeing their partner in, a less than favorable light, but that is just their perception because they are hurt. What I've found is that when people use their emotions in a negative, disempowering way, instead of in a positive way by healing themselves, it is because they lost connection to their soul. So what I've been focusing on these last couple of days is connecting more to the soul. And I use Taekwondo to do that. And it's a very, very powerful method to do that. First of all, the uniform is white. And white is a powerful color for me because it symbolizes purity. Like washing away everything clear, making everything more, light. And so all it is connecting to your light. We have to connect more to our souls, because when we hold in all these hurts, angers, and resentments, it really manifests in our physical body and causes illness as well. Your body is in a state of not being in balance. So in order to balance, you have to reconnect to your soul. And so what I do is I put on my Taekwondo uniform and I will practice forms. And the reason I practice forms, or actually anything, you just have to focus on what you're doing and be 100% in it, because really your body is your subconscious mind. And in paying attention to your body, you're healing your subconscious mind. So what I do is I call upon the first form, the Taeguk Iljang, and that's the Taeguk Chapter 1 form, and that is the Heaven and Light form. And I do that form because in order to do that form, you have to show up with all the power and greatness of heaven. And so actually you are linking yourself to heaven, like you are linking your soul up to where it truly belongs, which is, a place of love and light. And what you have to do is access that place of love within you to heal yourself, so you're not taking out your negative emotions on others and not influencing the world in a negative way. So in a way, you're becoming a leader, because once you heal yourself, you can affect more positive change out into the world rather than yelling at others if you're a boss, or if you're anyone. Taking out your anger on others. What you have to do is ask yourself, how am I hurt? What is hurting me? And you can't be scared to look at that part of yourself. because in looking in that part of yourself, you're showing strength and strength to heal. So what I do is I focus on heaven and light over and over and over again, and I just kind of get into a meditative state. When I'm doing it, I'm healing my mind, I'm healing my body. It's just simply amazing. So I also have this book that I'm reading at the moment, and it's Conversations with God, Book 2. And this is a 4-book series, and whenever I need to find myself more connected to my soul, I grab this book. And let me read a little sentence out of it that has to deal with what I'm talking about. It says, "Feelings are neither negative nor destructive. They are simply truths. How you express your truth is what matters. When you express your truth with love, negative and damaging results rarely occur." So this is what I was talking about. When you're angry, when you hold hurt and resentment, when you feel heavy, how you respond to that really matters in the world, and how you treat others. Because, for instance, if you're a boss and you are yelling at, or you are angry at an employee and you express your disappointment, oh, you can't do anything right, basically, that employee's soul knows that it's being manipulated. The employee might not know unless they are connected to their soul at that moment. But rest assured that if you take out your negative emotions on others, their soul knows. Their soul knows that you're hurting. And the mature thing to do is to heal yourself so that you can spread love and light in the world. So basically just spread positive intent and making the world a better place. Because when you come from a place of empowerment and you're healed, then you're able to be a leader and make positive change in the world. So in the morning, I do several sets of Taekwondo Iljang, and I've been doing that consistently, and it's helped a lot, and just getting me in touch with myself, focusing on heaven. And what I also do is I focus on empowering emotions. Like the highest emotions are love, gratitude, forgiveness. So I focus on that while I'm doing the Taekwondo Iljang and the Heaven and Light Pumse, and it's been incredibly helpful. And what I want to do to close off this video is to teach you guys a very, very powerful method of healing that anyone can do at any time and any place. And it's called the Ho'oponopono prayer. And what it is basically is it originated from a therapist who visited some prisons in Hawaii. And he was able to heal the resentment and anger of all these prisoners by not even going to see them, not even touching them, by just his intent and prayer, by saying these 4 phrases over and over and over again. It affects like the vibrations of the world. So, I mean, I don't know if you believe in this woo-woo stuff or not, but the fact is that your actions have consequences in the world. What you put out, how you show up in the world is gonna influence others. So you better show up in a more positive, inspiring, place to serve others, to help others, to advance what we have on the planet, to make it a better place. So that, I think, is a lot more powerful than trying to make others pay and, come from a more revengeful standpoint, because that just hurt yourself as well. We're all connected. And when you connect to your soul, you connect to your light and the best of you. So let's go ahead and start on this prayer. You could call it a prayer, you could call it, I don't know if it's actually a prayer, but it's just a mantra. It's 4 things. And the first one is, I'm sorry. And this is all about taking responsibility for your actions and the consequences it makes in the world. And the next phrase is, I love you. And this pulls in your intention of love. And the third phrase is, please forgive me. So this taps into the powerful emotion of forgiveness, or the powerful place, a feeling of forgiveness. And then the last one is thank you, which connects to the powerful place of gratitude. So let's do this. Try it out for 1 minute. Do it with me, and you'll see how you feel at the end. So anyone who needs healing, just follow along with the words, and you'll be surprised at the result. So let's go. So put your hands on your heart and say, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry. I love you. Please forgive me. Thank you. I'm sorry. I love you. Please forgive me. Thank you. I'm sorry. I love you. Please forgive me. Thank you. I'm sorry. I love you. Please forgive me. Thank you. I'm sorry. I love you. Please forgive me. Thank you. I'm sorry. I love you. Please forgive me. Thank you. I'm sorry. I love you. Please forgive me. Thank you. I'm sorry. I love you. Please forgive me. Thank you. I'm sorry. I love you. Please forgive me. Thank you. I'm sorry. I love you. Please forgive me. Thank you. I'm sorry. I love you. Please forgive me. Thank you. I'm sorry. I love you. Please forgive me. Thank you. I'm sorry. I love you. Please forgive me. Thank you. I'm sorry. I love you. Please forgive me. Thank you. And now, after I've done these mantras, I feel so much more energized. Like now, I'm gonna do 100 kicks. Well, my 100 kicks of the day. And then I'm super excited to go to training later today. This just really cleared up everything. So let me know what you feel after doing this. But for me, I feel totally clear and totally, wow. That was such an amazing activity, and I was really happy to share it with you guys. If you want any more tips on how to use Taekwondo in your daily life, how I use Taekwondo, this is my journey that I'm sharing with you. It might not work for everybody, but it definitely works for me. And now I'm super clear to practice and focus on my Taekwondo moves, and I think I'm gonna do some kicks and some poomsaes, and I'll see you in the next video.